back to the shop. We got a 2018 SS Camaro here that's getting some visual treatment. So here's the wicker bill for the 18 SS Camaro that we're going to be installing today. It's basically, it looks like a plexiglass panel with a smoked outer portion with a clear center section. And if we looked at the instructions, this wicker bill in particular doesn't install with Rivnuts. It comes with a supplied drill bit, as well as all the mounting hardware in order to get this installed. So we're gonna give this a shot. I may want to have seen some Rivnuts, but you know, worst case scenario, we'll drill it out, we'll install it and see how it holds. We always have that other option later down the road if we ever want to. We can install Rivnuts, but it doesn't really have a lot of surface area to install them. The instructions basically just say to align the wicker bill center on the spoiler, mark your center hole, and drill with the supplied 11/64 drill bit. And basically, you know, you go ahead, I would say install the center one and then work your way out. Visually keep checking it, make sure it's level, and you know, couldn't get much more simpler than that. So the wicker bill as it comes in the package is obviously it's taped up, but it's basically got two pieces. The outer portion is smoked, all of the holes are already pre-drilled, and then the center section is clear. That'll give you some good visibility through the rear view mirror. Not that Camaros are notorious for good visibility, but I mean, when you got a camera, you don't even need to use the rear view, in my opinion. But yeah, let's get this off. We'll try to keep the protective film on there, just so we're not scratching it when we're handling it. So here is the main part of the spoiler. A little long to get in the shot. The reason I like this wicker bill more than the other ones is because it leaves the bottom of the spoiler open. That way you're not catching birds and all kinds of crazy stuff. So it's more functional. So it leaves the bottom open so you have airflow through the bottom of the spoiler, and this is deflecting the air at the top, making it more aggressive. You know, should be a good little lip spoiler for autocross, stuff like that. And then of course you got the clear center section here. So we'll get the back of this car cleaned up, and then we'll start prepping it for drilling it and getting this thing installed. Super easy. All right, so we're gonna get this thing cleaned up. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna try to center this thing up, and then we're gonna mark our holes, and then we'll start drilling. So I'll get some masking tape on the edge of the spoiler so that way we can see our reference points, and we'll go from there. So if you're trying to find the center, there's a dot in the third brake light from the injection mold process. That is pretty much dead center of the car. You can eyeball it up against this pillar right here in the center, but we're putting the tape down, that way we can mock it up and mark our holes. So we'll start out drilling out the first hole, and we'll throw a bolt in there, and then we'll level it out and then drill the rest of them. So you want to make sure that it's lining up pretty decent in the center as well as the further edges right now. So we're going to hold the further edges to make sure that it's straight. So keep in mind, you also have some play with these holes. So we're going to leave the protection on there right now, get this thing mocked up. Shape the edges to hold it to the car a little bit better. One thing you want to take a note of is in the center you can kind of get a height measurement because you want that to be pretty much dead on. So from the back it looks pretty symmetrical. So we're just going to worry about getting the height on each side right. So we'll do that now. Alright, so there's the spoiler installed. So we're going to take it all back off, peel off the protective film, and then throw the clear in there, and then do a final mock-up to make sure everything's sitting nice and even. Nice. This is going on the outside because if you see the center, it'd be uneven. There it is. Give you a little bit more aggressive look. Definitely looks pretty sick. Happy how it all turned out. So just make sure that when you're tightening the Wicker bill that you don't go overboard. It just has to be just snug. You know, you can tighten it till there's no gap. But yeah, that's pretty much going to sum it up. If you enjoyed the video, if it was helpful for you, definitely leave a like. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified for some future videos. I do all kinds of videos on Corvettes and Camaros and all kinds of stuff. So you definitely want to check it out. If you're interested, just go through the previous videos, maybe check out a playlist or two. I do a lot of stuff on like C3 vets. You know, you guys seem to really like those videos, and I definitely recommend them for newer viewers. But yep, that'll pretty much sum it up. So I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you on the next one.